He'll be performing the Bunkai from Kihon, Ichi, and San. There's 5 Bunkai. Number 1.
Defense against a face punch.
He's throwing his right hand as my left. He's going to be doing a high punch. I'm going to step out, and you see with an outside block is a chamber, and you punch.
Technique number 2, defense against a same side wrist grab.
Okay, so in this case, he's going to use his left hand to grab my right wrist so he can punch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my hand up, take my right arm on the outside, and do the exact same thing I just learned.
For Kihon number 2, technique number 3, defense against a hook punch.
So in this case, we're actually going to take our outside hand, but we're going to make a fist out of it. So you're going to do an inverted outside block, chambering take here. Then you're going to turn your whole hip on your toes, inside strike to the zygomatic, and then turn your hip to the rear for the low block. So the action goes.
Technique number 4, defense against a shoulder grab.
So in this case, right hand grabs my shoulder. It could be the other side, and we could act that out. So a good way to focus on these is whether you're using your right hand or left hand. So that guy's going to grab my shoulder with his left hand. So reaching out like this, right? And he's going to throw a punch. So I'm going to actually cover his hand, and as I step back, I'm blocking into his left. So his right hand can punch, but it can't hit me. Block in. So I cover, I step, I block in, and then I rotate down, which then traps his hand inside here. I can let go. I throw a shuto or a strike to the neck. I steer the head to the side of the hands, and I perform my knee strike right to the heart. So the action of the move goes.
For Kihon number 3, technique number 5, defense against a middle low punch.
So this one we're going to be focusing on the action sweeps out or the action sweeps in. This is a smothering block, and you're going to receive it by tailing. You're going to retreat. And when you retreat back, you're retreating into a cast stance to collapse hips, and a cast stance to hip collapse. So you go back, and then you're going to pivot on the body, step out, do a high block into the neck. You still have his hand covered. You're in his neck, and you push his head to the side and clear his hand. Pivot on the body to your other cat stance, kick out the knee.
For Kihon number 4, technique number 6, offensive movement.
So this one, the guy's coming at you in the spare. We're going to step out with our left hand, strike at the groin, but it's a fake, and immediately transition to a back fist, which is to the side of the ear. Back fist into the ear. When the guy turns, I'm going to do that same cat stance I learned how to pivot earlier. Grab his head, kick at the knee. So I fake, strike, pivot, kick.
Kihon number 5, technique number 7, defense against a shoulder grab with a face punch.
So in this case, the same one we did earlier where we countered, step back. This time we're going to same side cover. He's throwing a hook punch. I'm going to step out and block that hook punch. We're using the same block we learned earlier, inverted block. I cover, I block, I strike the zygomatic. This time I don't turn my hip. I'm going to use my elbow to pass on his arm that's covering over here, so his left arm, I'm going to pass. And then I'm going to do a little shuffle, step, throw. If you're practicing these in class, you should remember that it is step, strike, pass, step, throw.
Kihon number 6, technique number 8, defense against a double wrist grab.
Double wrist grab teaches you how to be grabbed and coil the fingers up and over or down and around. So this is called coiling. It's just so if I coil and lift, he lifts up. I can kick higher. If I coil down, he kicks down. I can kick lower or knee.
Technique number 9, defense against a counter wrist grab with a face punch.
So this time we're cross-siding. I'm going to do an outside block. Outside block, but I'm going to lean on it. And as I do, I'm going to do a up block. So remember, he's grabbed my wrist and punching, just like we've been setting up. So I'm going to cross, boom. And then I'm going to do my coiling I learned, shift my feet, and pass his low arm, pull out the top arm, and push the elbow over. So the action goes.
Technique number 10, defense against a middle low punch.
So we've already done the retreat for the smothering block. This time we're going to slide to the side, called tai sabake. So we slide and pass hand to here. When you do, immediately throw a knife hand to the neck. You no longer need to control this hand because he's going away from that neck. What you want to do now is step, slide again, put your foot up, and throw. So we're going to do a double slide on the move. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then pass the hand behind.